Cool.
Um,
Well,
anyway, yeah, you want to
move
get into
into.
what's popping? I'll let you take us into it.
Hey, man, what's poppin'? So, so I've been
Pop.
doing a little bit of research, right? Kind of digging in the past couple of days. Um, so I have a list of stuff. We probably won't break into all of it tonight. But I have a few different albums that are close to release and or have just released. I tried to keep everything pretty relevant, pretty new. So a few of them we'll go through. I believe we touched on it a little bit last episode, but I don't know is that we actually named the album. But Alienation by 3 Days Grace. That is the new album with both artists, with both the singers, the previous Adam and Matt working on it together. That album release is going to be August 22nd, 2025. So that's coming up here pretty soon. I also have, let's see, I also have Thy Kingdom Come by Suicide Boys. That release is on August 1st. Um, I have Where to Find Me by Jay Webb for more of our country. That's released on July 25th. I also have In My Blood by Cody Jinks, album release July 25th as well. And then, so one of them I'm not. So I was actually kind of surprised. I didn't realize when it was released, but Mac Miller actually just put out, even though he's unfortunately not been with us for the past few years, but Balloonerism. He just put that out, or that was just put out January 17th. So it's been a couple of months now, few months now. But
Yeah,
I could just notice that.
yeah. Real quick. I will highlight also, Juice World's family and record company. And I know you're not as big of a fan as Juice World as I am. You hadn't got as much into his music as I did, which it honestly is a damn shame. That's a talk for us off camera. Um,
No, I mean
but
I do love Bruce World. I got a lot of his stuff.
you do, you
Yeah,
haven't listened
oh,
to
yeah.
Juice World? Okay, cool, man. I didn't
Listen, dude, I
honestly.
listen to literally like everything, a little bit of
I
everything.
didn't know that you hadn't, because I know that a few years ago you hadn't like really gotten into Juice World much, but I'm glad that you actually have. That's good. But anyway, Juice World's family, and or record company, since he has passed, has put out Legends Never Die in 2020, which was fan fucking
Phenomenal. That
tastic.
was a phenomenal
Um,
album.
Fighting Demons 2022, but more recently, his the what they are saying is going to be the last, because he recorded, apparently Juice World recorded like a shit ton of stuff. Like he was just in the booth all day, every day.
Yeah.
Um, the Party Never Ends is supposedly his last debut album. Um, so yeah, go check that
Okay.
out. I just want I you mentioned Circles by Mac Miller. I wanted to highlight that as well. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
continue with your list.
So just a couple other ones. So I tried, like I said, I tried to keep it a little bit of everything. You know, some rock, some country, some rap. You know, everybody listens to a little bit of everything. So also one that my sister had suggested was Order Chaos Order by Callum Hood. That was released June 13th, so that's only been out for a couple of weeks. And then also Even in Arcadia by Sleep Token, that was released May 9th. So as far as albums, that was that's a decent amount of the ones that I had written down. I did want to mention a couple of singles as well. So I don't have as many artists, like various artists for these, but I did want to touch on. So I know that I grew up, and a lot of like my generation or people around my age, even your age, grew up a lot on Hollywood Undead. Now I
Hmm.
know there was a lot changed when Deuce left. That there was a lot of controversy between that whole thing. But they're still releasing music. They have a new singer, or I mean, they're all kind of singers, but so two of the singles that they just released June 26th was Savior and Hollywood Forever. Um, And then, so I've been listening to a lot of Cameron Whitcomb lately. I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know if you
Yeah.
know
So
who that
see,
is.
I've heard the name. I wanted you to. You like kind of like briefly mentioned him off camera, but yeah, I wanted you to tell us a little bit more, like, and tell me a little bit more who he is, he's about, because I feel like I have heard the name before too, and
So he's kind of country, but it's not really like not quite like Cody Jenks country. You know what I'm saying? He's like country pop kind of, but so he just put out Gasoline and Matches, Bad Apple, Options, Quitter, Medusa, and 100 Mile High. Those are all pretty recent ones that he put out. Now I know that Options and I believe Quitter have been actually going around quite a lot lately, and those two specifically Options, has so I'm a month shy of a year sober. So that being said, those Quitter and Options have been helping me a lot with like my sobriety in a sense, if that makes sense. Um, and it so like Options is talking about how he's not going to, but he very well could go pick up the bottle, and it helps to know that I have options. I could
I
pick that
that
bottle, and
I actually really like that, and I think that
I'm sure you have
there is
heard the song. It's
there
been
is
going on quite a
somebody.
bit.
Hold on. Do you know the singer Honest Ave?
Vaguely, vaguely.
Okay, so Honest Ave has a song. Um, Honest Ave has a song, and I believe the name of it is called Options.
Okay.
And it's not Honest Abe, it's Honest Ave, AV.
Yeah.
V as in vehicle. Um, Honest Ave Options. And one of the things he says is, I won't, but I could put that bottle to my lips. Hold on. I'm trying to find the actual. Oh, okay. It's Growing Pains, I believe, is the name of the song. I'm getting it pulled up right here. Um, he's, um, hmm, hold on. Maybe that's not the right one. But vaguely, he says, I won't, but I could put that bottle to my lips. Um, it helps. Hold on. Fuck. I can't. I literally
It sounds
had it
like
on the
you're
tip of my
quoting
tongue, and I
Options
don't.
by Cameron Whitcomb. Like that is literally his song, the song that
Maybe
I'm
he
talking
did.
about.
Maybe he did. I feel like maybe. Huh. Maybe.
So any
He
of
did.
you in the
Maybe he
comments,
did a
any of
cover
you
of
who
it. Maybe
watched
he
the
did a
episode,
cover of it
throw
then.
me-
Oh wow. Yeah. You know what? Hold on. I think.
we're talking about the same song.
Yeah, we are. We're talking. Wow, that's crazy. We're talking about the same song.
Options
Um,
by Cameron Whitcomb.
he just did yeah, he did a cover. He did a cut. That's okay. Yeah, Honest Dave did a cover of it, but that's cool. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that song. I have heard that song, just not by that artist. But
Yeah,
I now I actually recognize, now that I'm seeing um Cameron Whitcomb. I'm following him on Spotify.
I won't, but I could take that bottle off that shelf.
Yeah,
Else
it
me
helps,
that I have options. Yeah.
know that I could be that version of myself. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yes, yes.
So
Uh
that's one of the songs that I've been listening to a lot lately. That and Quitter as well, which is kind of along the same lines as those. Um, but yeah, I've been listening to that a lot lately.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, no, that is really kind of with, like, on, and that's literally, I was gonna mention Honest Dave before you even brought up this song, because he is someone that I also, um especially, and actually, this actually relates to what's popping, because the album did just drop. Let's see. Uh the deluxe album of the the deluxe version of the album, which has uh Jesus 14 more songs. It's an
Oh,
entire album. I mean,
oh
he
yeah,
dropped it's that came out May 16th.
May
So yeah,
16th. Okay.
it's and I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's uh Hara dash Kiri Harakiri. I'm not really sure
Harakiri,
what
Harakiri.
it is or what it means.
Oh, okay. Yep.
If anyone in the comments knows, please let us know what if you know what that means. Because I don't want to spend the whole episode looking stuff up, but if anyone out there knows what that means, Harakiri. But yeah, no, this album is absolutely one of my favorite albums that I've heard, and that's just like period in music, and that's I know that's a big step, but there's not a bad song on this album, and on the contrary, every song on this album is like almost a 10 out of 10.
Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out.
Almost, yeah. Anyway, so besides stuff that's going on out there in the world, we have some stuff a little more local, that you kind of
Right.
wanted to go over too, right?
Yeah, I definitely. So I
In our
have stuff
own Lost Boys
within
community,
within our community, right? Within the
right?
Lostboys community that I wanted to go over. Um, so one of our members, um, by the name of PR Infidel, she just released or put on our community page, "The Sharks Must Be Borgi," which is a poem I believe that she put out there. And she also has two books which you can get on Amazon. One of them is Conspiracy Crew: The End Is Meow,
Well, actually,
and
hold on. Let me correct you real quick. Because I don't want to give you. I don't. That's the second book in the series. So the first book is Tales of American Idiocy.
yeah, yeah, and that
Right.
was the next one that I had right there.
Yeah. So the first book in the series, if you want to read them in order, Tales of American Idiocy, and then
And then
by the way,
Conspiracy.
I want to just say one of my favorite book titles ever, Conspiracy Crew: The End Is Meow. I mean, can we just talk about what a fantastic title that is? The End
No,
Is
that is awesome.
Meow.
That is awesome. The End Is
Because
Meow.
just to give some context for those of you who don't know what the book is, it is if anyone knows like it's George Orwell that did Animal Farm, right? I believe
I'm not
George.
entirely
No,
sure.
not George. Animal Farm. Hold on. Let me. Uh, it's Animal Farm esque. And she very much you know she wears it on her sleeve. She doesn't hide her influences. She's definitely um she says she's influenced very heavily by Animal Farm, but it's you know kind of satirical, allegorical, kind of like um it's from the perspective of animals talking
Right.
anthropomorphic. Geez, I always have trouble with that word. It means human-like animals, anthropomorphic animals, right? It's from the perspective of them, and there are all these conspiracy theorists who wear tinfoil hats, and kind of it's a like I said, allegorical commentary on our society, things that are going on in the office and the White House, as well as things that are going on in just our everyday life, as like just like us being addicted to our phones. It's a commentary on society from the perspective of animals is the best that I can personally put it. Um, and it is absolutely fantastic. It's funny when it needs to be. It's serious when it needs to be. I bought the first book on Amazon. I haven't read the entire thing yet. Hand to God, I promise I will. Um, but I think I'm more than halfway through it. I've been just picking through it a little bit at a time when I have when I have the time to read, which is few and far between. But
Right.
um, I'm going to get the second book very soon, and it's an amazing book, man. Definitely go check that out, guys.
Cool.
It's an amazing series so far. And she's read like passages. I've she's read passages from the second book on the show before, but I haven't like physically gotten it into my hands. Um, I will say the first few pages, just because I don't want to give anything away, but like the first because the first few pages um, of the first book that I bought is a commentary on Joe Biden and his dementia. So if that tells you any kind of
Okay.
like anything about what you're getting yourself into. But yeah, it's a good time, man. It's funny and it's serious and it's deep and it's scary, but it's
Oh
good.
yeah. Nice.
And I just say scary because of the things that are happening in our society, you know.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
but anyway, sorry, you continue with your monologue. I'm just trying to cut in with my little,
No,
you know, 2
absolutely,
cents,
absolutely. I
whatever,
mean, anything
whatever.
that you
Yeah,
have to add in.
yeah,
A
yeah.
few other things. So what I had was so there are a few other pages or groups that are associated kind of with us a little bit that I kind of wanted to shout out a little bit. There's Poetry Life League. Um, Tom Bland, owner and president of Bars Battle Rap League. He hosts like battle raps and things of that nature.
Yeah,
There's
he
also
does a show. He does a show. I believe it's very similar to this in nature of its like presentation and setup. As far as like it's kind of like a Zoom call type of thing.
okay.
But yeah, they do battle raps from what I understand. And I actually just met him. He like he me he saw the page. He messaged me. And we talked a little bit and shared info and yeah he seems like a cool guy. Definitely go check his stuff out.
Nice. There's also the Writer's Block Poetry Collective, which is another one, another pretty big one that's been involved in our community as well. And New Eurekan Poets Cafe. And I'll
They
let you speak.
are they have actually been the most involved in our community for actually the longest say and that's just because we've had two members I believe two members. There could be more that I don't even know have been on both shows, right?
Right.
But um, the and I have the information right here so that I don't get it wrong. I made sure to reach out to my boy Elemental. He is the host of the legendary New Eurekan, and that is a combination of New Yorker and Puerto Rican. It is pronounced New Eurekan. New Eurekan Poets Cafe every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, live streaming on YouTube. Um, and he wants me to share hashtag greatest community in the world, which I'm obviously biased towards my own, but it is I have been in their show many times. I've been part of their community, and it is a fantastic, amazing community. Definitely go join that community. Definitely check them out. Definitely be part of it. Yeah, greatest community in the world. Fucking I love it, bro. And they really I believe they use now that I mentioned Zoom call, I think they actually back when I was on the show, they were using Zoom to actually stream it. So most people, it's easy access, will know how to get right on there. And so if you're an artist and want to hop on their show, it should be relatively easy access for you. But yeah, just go to the New Eurekan Poets Cafe website, and you should be able to find that under events. Go to the calendar and you'll find 8 p.m. Thursday and I believe they do like a thing where um, you sign up and then you get sent like the Zoom call code or whatever it is. So yeah, definitely go check out New Eurekan. Oh, and also sorry, not Elemental is the host of that, but also we have our man James, who is a very frequent flyer of the New Eurekan Jet. I don't know why I use those terms, but he is a regular in New Eurekan in the community. He actually performs live at their actual cafes in New York. Um, and because my man James Hamilton, he's We mentioned it. I think we mentioned him last week, didn't we?
I believe we did mention, yeah, because last week you mentioned some of the awards that he was nominated for, and
Right. And
his
he's yeah, and he yeah okay yeah. So, um, if you guys have been on the show before, if you saw last week's episode, I mean, my man James Hamilton, he frequently tours about one or two states around like the midwestern area, and sometimes does stuff in cafes and stuff like that all over the place. So definitely go check him out. Check out New Eurekan. And yeah, man, you continue. Sorry.
well, I mean that's kind
Just
of
one, yeah. Again, I just want right. I want to make sure that I because where you have done the research, I have met more of the people, right? And
right. No, absolutely,
that's not any
absolutely.
slight on you. That's just going to come with time. You'll meet them. You'll develop relationships with these people. You'll get to know these people. But it's literally, you know, it's about just time and just you just got to develop relationships with people, and that's why I'm just kind of like where you have the research. I'll just fill in the little drops
Yeah,
of
no,
the
absolutely.
information I have of the people, but uh, yeah, it looks like. Oh, all right. We had our guest join us just a second ago.
She
All
popped
right.
in
We
for a
will.
moment.
We will be having a guest in a minute. But if there is anything else on your list, you want to go over before we get
That
our
pretty much
guest
covers
up
what I
here?
had as far as my list. Those are some of like the major points that I wanted to cover. I just kind of wanted
Okay.
to. Actually, there is one other one. So one of the other guests that we were supposed to have on tonight, unfortunately, I do believe she was not able to make it tonight. But
Yeah.
I did want to shout her out, Neela McSwain. She also is very active within the Lost Boys community.
Post
She
almost every
posts,
single day, like
yeah,
maybe
she
twice,
posts.
three times a day. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely go check her out. And
Yeah.
she puts out a lot of stuff, and like they're phenomenal pieces. So
Trust me, if you're part of
definitely
this
check out the
community,
community page.
if you're part of